Mr. Charan Lakkaraju. He's the founder of stumagz. It's a digital magazine network for colleges connecting over 1.5 lakh students till date. I'll hand over the dais to him to speak further.
There are two reasons. When someone said last speaker, someone hooted. When someone said Sri Charan, they shouted. I felt happy. Good one, Mansa. You got disqualified. You crossed time. So the reason why I said it's not to Mansa, but most of you must understand the importance of time when you're speaking today afternoon. The Toastmasters sometimes show a card, but if you have a timer who is short, you'll never see the card. And I had that problem when I was speaking in Toastmasters. I'll just speak for a very few. I know there's a lunch waiting for you because you need to feed yourself and come back, and evening or post lunch, the time is for you to speak, not to hear. That's more important to you. So just 1.5 months back, one fine day Chandra called me and he said, whenever Chandra calls me, I feel very elated because he's a kind of a celebrity in Hyderabad where every event wants him as a speaker now, because there are hardly very few good speakers available. And when Chandra is speaking in that event, I make sure that I at least hear it, the video or anything, because every time I hear Chandra's speech, it's a nice preparation for GRE or GMAT. So he uses a lot of words here and there. And someday we can also join ISB as Mansa is doing now, because we are not from ISB or anything. We are from TKR college. Local. So I am from JNTU, TKR college, which is almost in one part of the city, very close to Vijayawada. LB Nagar, yeah, it is almost close to Vijayawada actually. So, yeah, I came, we started in the morning at 5 o'clock near Vijayawada, that is LB Nagar, to reach this venue. So, apart from that, almost 1 month back, when Chandra called me, he said, Charan, I have a nice proposal, we want to do competition. We didn't have a name too, I'll come to that story too. And I asked him for what? Then he said, we want to do some contest for students. Anytime if I hear a word called student, I get excited. More than if I get any other, toxic material. But I feel whenever I hear the word student, I get excited because most of my friends who are NRIs, they feel jealous that still I am in college after 6 years. I graduated in 2010. Yeah, I know that I graduated very recently, but I graduated almost 6 years back. So the reason for public speaking, the importance of public speaking, you see an example who is standing before you today. I'm making my living, I made my living with public speaking, and it all started with Toastmasters. As an electrical engineer who joined Infosys, who didn't know anything else, except because I got on into Infosys, the only reason is they did not ask technical questions. They asked, tell me about yourself. And that was my icebreaker speech in Infosys too again. So when I joined, I'll just tell my story in a very brief way. I hope you're not getting bored. Yeah, thank you. So in Infosys interview, he asked me, tell me about yourself. I don't know what to tell because we never, that's our inner voice. Yes or no? It's a curse to use Telugu words in a Toastmasters meeting, but can't help it. We come from Telugu community, so can't help it. We use a lot of Telugu. And the day when we talk English inside, then it means that we join Toastmasters. So because most of the times our inner voice is in our mother tongue. So when the inner voice is in mother tongue, someone asked me, tell me about yourself. I don't know what to say. But he asked me, I was just looking at him. He said, tell me about yourself. Don't you have anything? I said, sir, I'm born in the year 1989. And he said, excuse me, I have your resume. It has your date of birth. This is not a matrimony meeting. Why are you telling your year? What to do with it? And I said, okay. I was saying it was night 10 o'clock in Sridevi Women's Engineering College. Night 10 o'clock. Yeah, Infosys interviews happened late. It was a JKC, it was a normal college, so there was no on-campus placement as how Raju guys have. But we didn't have that facility. We were in an off-campus meeting. Night 10 o'clock, a Sardarji sitting before you and he's asking a question, tell me about yourself. March 8, 2010. I don't know what to answer. I didn't have Toastmasters in my college. I didn't have public speaking. My dad, in 1989 when I was born, in 1991 when I was talking, he put me one newspaper called The Hindu before me. First I used to just play on it. Later I started reading headlines. Later I started reading the tiny text. That's how I learned language. Because I studied in an old city in a normal school. In a very normal school where we had hardly no one talks English. If someone used to talk English, Abba English. That's the community where I come from. Most of them don't talk English at all. Because if someone asks me, most of them, they ask me, how you communicate in an excellent way? Then I said, I don't know. Because as one of the CDK Global guys said, I listened a lot. We didn't have YouTube those days. We didn't have anything. In 95s, 94s, we are not that rich, man. We didn't have the supercomputer farm in our home. So we were a normal middle class family. We only used to get two things. One is radio, one is this, and one Optonica TV, which has no cable connection. So it is a news channel. We used to listen a lot. When I start, on that day, March 8, 2010, that 1 minute changed my life. Because as an electrical engineer, we did not have opportunity and the recession was at hard peaks in those days. Getting a job, I had 4 I-20s from US universities, but I didn't opt for that. I thought I should make my living. And Infosys was a very dream company for any of Indian middle class community because it was started by a normal man. Then I took a deep breath and I said, the year when the Berlin Wall broke, the year when the god of cricket started playing cricket, the year when the computer entered India, the year when the Time magazine quoted said that year, this is the year which is going to change the future. That year, 1989, I was born. On that day, he said, man, you introduced yourself in a very different way. I like that way. Then when I joined Infosys, the first reason, I still remember meeting Taskeen one day in Cafe Coffee Day. Taskeen Fatima Basha, my first mentor in Infosys Toastmasters Club. In 2010, December, I went to a demo meet. I didn't understand these guys, seriously. There was a guy who used to have a hammer in his hand. I thought, chalo marega kya hai? Searching the farms. So then there was different guys and they were looking like a different community who were laughing. And I only know 2 reasons to come to Toastmasters because I used to get a free chai and a biscuit. So, in the Thursday evening, we used to pay for 10 rupees for a chai in a chai stall. We used to go to Toastmasters Club, we used to get a few good biscuits and a tea. And when I started listening, the greatest thing which I observed was everyone was smiling and everyone was appreciating the last speaker also in a very patient way. And we don't get that in the colleges. We don't get that culture. That day I decided, as a fresh engineer with a pay package of 3.25, which we divide by 12, we think that we get 30, but we get 20. And out of that 20,000, someone said you have to pay some X amount of dollars in those days. I thought, will I get ROI, return on investment? I was thinking about IRR also, internal return rate. So then I was thinking, okay, I should invest on Toastmasters, let's check. I invested and I joined, and from that day, I never looked back. Because the reason for entrepreneurship I never shared with my Toastmasters friend too. I was invited as one of the speakers for the demo meeting of Vignan Toastmasters Club, the first student Toastmasters Club after CBIT. They invited us, and Vignan's chairman, he invited me all, they came to Infosys to attend a meeting. They said you have to come down, and I was one of the guys who was very interested to talk. Me, Gopinath Garapati, Ashekar, we went all the way to Vignan. And I spoke in a casual way and students enjoyed it and stuff. After that the chairman said, can you come on a weekend and just help our guys because there's Infosys drive which is happening after 2 weeks. Because you're working with Infosys, it's not against you're not leaking any question paper, but you can just help our guys to attend the interview. I said, great job, at least you're getting a chance to talk on stage. I said, I came back, I'll come. And I came on a Sunday. And there were 90 students who were shortlisted for Infosys interviews. And I trained them for a day. And at the end of the day, when the Infosys results came, 85 people got into Infosys. And I told only simple mantra that I said, be yourself, which is the toughest thing today. Because everyone tells, be yourself, connect. Everyone tells you be yourself, but they'll tell you should be like this. Be yourself. You should follow the neighborhood's son. And these days, most of the final year students are not identified by their names. They're cognizant. TCS. Because we are so worried about these names. And I told students that day, guys, don't prepare for interview before night, but you can start your preparation from day one if you have a Toastmasters club in your college. So today, there are a lot of Toastmasters college students who are coming out of those colleges and scaling new heights. You talk about ISB, we always used to joke in Infosys Toastmasters Club. If anyone is joining Infosys Toastmasters, we used to say, oh, you are ready to cross the road. It means that when we cross the road, it is ISB. So Infosys and ISB are neighbors. Most of them used to join Infosys Toastmasters because they want to improve their skills. And that's how they used to join Toastmasters. And after 1 year, ISB Toastmasters. So that's how most of them went to ISB in our days. But I took the next step. We started stumagz. We started Right Process InfoTech Private Limited. I did not join ISB somehow. Got 720 in GMAT. But I met ISB chairman once. I'll tell you the story and I'll end it. He said, Charan, good job. You started some company, Right Process InfoTech. You're starting a stumagz, digital magazine. You want to create leaders in every college. You got good GMAT score, I know. He's Ajit Rangnekar. I met him. When I was talking to him in KMK Auditorium in one of the Angels Summit, it was a summit for women entrepreneurs. Funnily, I said, sir, I want to try entrepreneurship before joining ISB. Yes. We will never take you again. Your score will be outdated, man. You should have applied for this. I said, sir, I want to be a loser, sir. He said, well, you're starting a business to lose. I said, no, I'm not starting a business to lose, but I know if I lose, I can join ISB. He said, we will never take losers. Okay, sir, I thought you will teach how to do business here. No, yes, we will teach business, how to do business in ISB. Then I said, if I lose, it means that I don't know how to do business. Take me in. So that's the reason I tell today's students, don't fear to lose. Be ready to lose. Because losers have a lot of opportunities. Winners have to stuck with that one thing. And that one day, today started as an alone. Today we have team. The team stumagz is sitting behind everyone. They said, we'll be at the back. I said, good. You are pushing me, forward. They said, I'm feeling so awkward sitting in the first row. When Charan asked me, write about yourself for a couple of things, we have to introduce you. When someone reads about you, you feel so awkward. In the college days, whenever someone introduces, I will tell, don't introduce me. Because as a student, I used to say, this guy has achieved this guy has achieved that. We used to say, nah, Kendu. No, even it's not Kendu. Na speech అయిపోతే నేను వెళ్ళిపోతాను నా 3 నిమిషాల కోసం రోజంతా వాయ That's how a student's attitude is. Yes or no? But to make those 3 minutes of your talk, now unknowingly or knowingly, when you hear Mansa, when you hear Chandra, when you hear different dignitaries here, you are trying to polish your speech. Yes or no? Yes. Because you are trying to polish finer things. You are trying to just replace one word with another. You are trying to copy Chandra, how he started. You are trying to copy Mansa, how she interacted with audience. There are all the finest stuff, the things which you would have missed if you would have spoken at 8 o'clock. Yes or no? Yes. Because you would have just come as raw as you were and you just speak on the stage. So I thank the team Toastmasters for this opportunity, and we'll have a great lunch. And post that, I want to see everyone, not only today, I want to see everyone here at finals too. I want to see everyone. If you are not selected, you have to come and see finals and see, I get the name about my This guy might have won Master Orator Championship, but I know I am the champion. When you say to yourself, that's a smart thing. And last but not the least, Master Orator Championship, I want to give credit to my team who coined this name, because it was not my idea when Chandra said we have to keep a nice name. Master Orator Championship. One of my teammates said Master Chef. Okay. Everyone are masters. Then how nice name. Then I said Master Orator. Okay, then Chandra added Master Orator Championship. It became, that's how MOC took birth. And later, once upon post the registrations have begun, after some day there were not many registrations. And I called Chandra one day. Chandra, we should have named public speaking competition. Chandra said, yeah man, most of them don't understand what is Orator. And I was in one college promoting this thing. One of the students asked, sir, Orator and Tens are Orator. Most of them don't know what is Orator. Such is the state of most of the students. Guys, you are in the right place. Be surrounded with these people because you get a lot of positive vibes. And that vibes will make you what you can become tomorrow. Thank you for this opportunity.